be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Standing in, Odubel Herrera, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Under it is Rizzo. One away. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's hitting over .350 versus left-handed pitching this season, and that's what we're looking at today. If those numbers hold true, he could be in for a huge performance.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Williams. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Happ sprinting after it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Striding in, Cesar Hernandez. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. Now here's the pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by. The 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Standing in, Rhys Hoskins. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First offering on its way. Fouled away. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Hernandez is off at first with 2 away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1. Now, Pat Neshek is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Hernandez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's coming off a great month at the plate. In fact, he was named the National League Player of the Month, so he's just about the hottest thing going right now. We'll see if he keeps it up in this one.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup right down the middle. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seats. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Cubs are down in order. We are still scoreless. Coming to the plate now, Carlos Santana. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Santana has had a nice campaign so far, and fans are noticing. He comes into today as the National League's second leading vote getter at first base in all-star balloting.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that will be a base hit here for Santana. He'll get it into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
So it's a 1-out base knock for him here in the second. Good time to check out the league leaders in hits. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. So stepping in, J.P. Crawford having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Popped him up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
So coming to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. He's set. Here it comes. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Bryant in foul ground. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Phillies leave him loaded. We'll go to Anthony Rizzo stands in now. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's 1 for 4. Here comes the first pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
High in the air down the right field line. And that's taken in near the line as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
A good job of hitting right there, D. A runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
Up top, it's 2-0. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Skied into straightaway right. On the run is Williams. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 8th, pitcher, Drew Smiley.
So here now is the pitcher, Drew Smiley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Striding in once again, Nick Williams. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Looking up is Contreras. Into the bleachers and gone. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
So now Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Jason Hayward. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming in is Williams. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Center fielder, number 5.
Settling in now, Albert Almora. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changeup in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves if they don't start putting balls in gaps. This guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
The 0-1. Right field. Hayward has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. The second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Here's Chris Bryant now looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The next 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Herrera has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
The Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Leaves a slider right over the middle. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Hoskins going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line hard, but foul. Here comes another 0-2. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ. He reached on a single in his first try. Luis Garcia answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. 0-1 the count. 0-1, here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. And fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Luis Garcia. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Swing and a line drive, but that's a foul ball. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
0-2, here it is. Now that's popped up. Russell moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Ready for another shot now. Cesar Hernandez. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. There's Baez. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Into the box, Addison Russell. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Addison.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Russell behind 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Count remains at 0-2. Santana into foul territory, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Hoskins has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 39, Drew Smiley.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Drew Smiley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
From the stretch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. A high fastball is in there.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field.
And it's gone into the bleachers.
So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
So now Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Almora.
1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Franco.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Michael Franco. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Russell has it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Working for the punch out and the offering. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. In the air now out to right field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge.
Ready now, Jorge Alfaro. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for this first base hit in this one.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
As Dribble Cabrera will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Cabrera.
Popped him up. Rizzo is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. Now 2-1 Philadelphia. Edebray Ramos enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Javier Baez. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Hoskins. Arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Sliders in for a strike. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. But what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
He swings and grounds it to short. Crawford has it.
And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're down 2-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Justin Wilson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. He's set, and the pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This is line to left, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Boy, D-Roll, this is turning into a hit parade, but it's amazing that they've only scored 2 runs up to this point.
Yeah, matter of time, Dan. Got to stay positive. The hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball, especially with 40,000 breathing down your neck and runners on second and third. But somebody will come through.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Happ has a beat on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez. He was a ground out victim last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is flared out towards second. There's one. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
First delivery to him on the way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. 1-2 now.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
It wasn't exactly a majestic home run, but ShowTrack tells us here that that ball was absolutely crushed. It left the bat at an incredible 116 miles an hour.
In there, 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our ShowTrack technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
In there for strike one, 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is Williams. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Tommy LaStella will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 2.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Throw to first, not in time, and the go-ahead run is across to score.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. Fouled away. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Williams is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Phillies 2. Brendan Morrow has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 15, Brandon Morrow.
Rhys Hoskins will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Scott Kingery will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 4, Scott Kingery.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, Dero, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
So striding in, J.P. Crawford as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Contreras might try to make a play on it, and no one will get this one.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Comes set with the 0-1. Flipped out the other way towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Up next for Philadelphia, catcher Jorge Alfaro.
Now batting, Jorge Alfaro, in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fly ball out to right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They trail 3-2. Scott Kingery will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 3-2. Pedro Strop comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Pedro Strop.
Aaron Altair will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Aaron Altair.
And this ball is lined into center field, and right off the bench he comes through. It's a base hit.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder Odubel.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right. Hayward is there to put it away for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And a clean base hit. So he gets off the schneid, as they say, and is now 1 for 5 in the game. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. The 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And that's into the corner, of foul ball to right. A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, and is now 5-3.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
In now, Scott Kingery. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Where this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready with the 1-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. But the Phillies use... Aaron Luke comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's the first pitch to him. A tough sinker on the inside corner.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Kingery might try to make a play on it. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit sharply to the left side. A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 8.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Happ. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get...
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Phils used a 3-run 9th to help propel them to the win.